everybody. This is Allie's Rally, and we are excited to have you all with us. Today we are going to start off the rally with a track and field event going along with our Sports Spectacular G-Trek theme. My daughter Alexis is here. She is on the track team at college, and she throws javelin. Now, we do not have a real javelin because I did not think that that was a good idea for you to try out at home, but we told you to get a broomstick or a mop stick or even a big stick out of your yard that would be something like this that you could use as a javelin. Alexis is going to demonstrate throwing the javelin. What the competition is you can have members of your family, siblings, mom, dad, throw against you to see who can get the farthest distance. And if you just have yourself, you can try to get your distance improved each time. So Alexis is going to throw the javelin, show us how it's done, and then you can try this out at home and see if you can beat out your family members for throwing it the farthest distance. So Alexis, here's your javelin. Let's give it a try. All right, so that was the first throw. We're going to have Alexis come back and do one more throw, just so you make sure you get it and how you need to throw the javelin. Just a reminder that when you're doing these competitions, make sure that everybody around you is safe when you're throwing your mop stick or your broomstick or your stick, and also that it's friendly competition. We want to remind you to take video when you're throwing your javelins and you're competing. We want to have you send your video into Mrs. McCandless so that we can see you doing this track and field javelin throwing competition. So be sure to send in your video so that we know that you did this competition. So Alexis, we're going to show them one more time how to throw a javelin, and then you compete against your brothers, sisters, family, and see who can throw the javelin the farthest at home. All right, we hope you all have enjoyed this track and field event at Allie's Rally. We will have some trivia coming up for Sports Spectacular. We hope you'll participate in that, and we hope that you are having fun.
Each year for Allie's Rally for the G-Trek, we do some trivia. Now normally we're in the gym at the school and I throw out candy for each right answer. But we're in a little different situation this year, so what we're going to do is we are going to have you write down your answers to the trivia questions that I'm about to ask. You can do this together with your siblings and turn your answers in as one answer sheet per family. Now parents, you cannot help. It needs to be a student competition, and you cannot use any materials, any postings, any emails to help you with these answers. These have to be things that you know, remember from what we have been sending out, telling you along the way about the G-Trek. So we are going to start with G-Trek trivia here in a minute. You will email your answers to Mrs. McCandless, and we will be taking the families that have the most correct answers. We will be taking all the names of those families and be putting them in a drawing, and there will be prizes awarded. We are going to draw some names of families and give out prizes. So you need to have your answers into Mrs. McCandless by 8 p.m. on Thursday, which is tonight, by 8 p.m. So those are the rules of the trivia. And we're going to get started here. So we hope that you're excited. We hope you're listening. Hope that you have a writing utensil, paper. If you've got siblings around you, hopefully they're helping you with the answers. Just remember, parents, you can't help, but you can be there cheering them on. So here we go. There are 10 questions. So you're going to have 10 answers. You only need to put the answers on your sheet. And question number 1. What is the date of this year's G-Trek? Number 1, what is the date of this year's G-Trek? Question number 2, how many brochures is each family asked to send out? Number 2, what is the minimum number of brochures that each family is asked to send out? Number 3, what is this year's money goal for the G-Trek? The goal that we're trying to raise this year as a school. Number 3, what is this year's money goal for the G-Trek? The amount of money that we're trying to raise as a school. Number 4, what is the theme for this year's G-Trek? Number 4, what is the theme for this year's G-Trek? Number 5, what prize do the students receive for mailing out a minimum of 25 brochures? Number 5, what prize do the students receive for mailing out a minimum of 25 brochures? Number 6, what is the date that the minimum of 25 brochures have to be mailed in order to get the prize for sending them out? Number 6, what is the date that the minimum of 25 brochures have to be mailed in order to get the prize for sending them out? Number 7, name one way to follow up with those that you send brochures to. Number 7, name one way to follow up with those that you have sent brochures to. So if you've sent brochures to someone, how could you follow up with them and make sure that they've received your brochure and just give them some follow-up to talk with them about the brochure that you sent out? What's one way that you could do that? Number 8 is a fill in the blank. By doing things like turning in your brochures, turning in your team roster, participating in the G-Trek, families receive participation blank, which accumulate and will be calculated to determine prizes. Again, number 8 is a fill in the blank. By doing things like turning in your brochures, turning in your team roster, participating in the G-Trek, families receive participation blank, which accumulate and will be calculated to determine prizes. Number 9, who are 2 types of people you can send brochures to? Now, I'm not asking for names, I'm asking for types of people, and I'm going to give you an example, but you're not allowed to use this example. I'm giving you an example so that you know what I'm talking about. You could say, I could send a brochure to my barber. So that is what I'm looking for here. What are 2 types of people you could send brochures to? Number 10. What track and field event did you learn during Allie's rally today? What track and field event did you learn during Allie's rally today? Those are 10 trivia questions. You should have the answers. Email them to Mrs. McCandless at her email address, which will be coming across the screen. by 8 p.m. tonight. And if you get them all right, you can be entered into a drawing for prizes. This has been Allie's Rally with competition, trivia, hopefully fun. Hopefully you've had a great time gearing up for the G-Trek. We hope that there'll be more fun in the next few weeks as we get ready for the event itself. We hope that all of you will be sending out brochures, doing follow-up, getting excited, and we just thank you for participating in Allie's Rally.